Welcome to another BRICKLINK LEGO Store Tour here at Pop's Block Shop. The sign behind me. We are in our fourth. It's been 4 years since I built this first wall for my BRICKLINK store behind me. There's a video on that beginning of my YouTube channel that long ago. And today we're just going to take you really quick through it. Last year's video was nearly 1 hour long. I did pull an order in that video as well, so that was a little bit longer there. So this is just going to be a quick overview of what it looks like down here. I didn't do too many changes since last year, so we'll check it out and see what's going on down here. Guess we always got to start on the main wall. This these cabinets that are on this wall, they don't make them anymore. They were at Menards. They're called Tough Store. They were called Holt originally without that sticker on it. Unfortunately, they don't make anymore. I really like them. They have a metal casing, and the best part that you don't find too often with things is that you can divide the drawers into 3. All those are divided into 2, like this. So that is the best part. One of the best parts of them. And they're thinner, so you can fit them in more in different spaces compared to the Acro mills we have here. But this original wall, I know I just never forget the numbers. I think it cost about $1,400 with all the stack-ons and all the casings down there, all the wood, paint. It was right around there to do that, and that was the start. December, I think December 8th, so just like 1 year ago from the filming of this day, or 4 years ago, is when I completed that, and I started parting out actual Lego sets at that point. I did try it in plastic bags and in shoebox containers like this, and it was terrible. I deleted all my parts after parting out like 5 different sets in lower quantities, so it wasn't terrible, but it was taking forever to pull sets. So I'm really big on efficiency in the store, so that's why I try to be highly organized, because time is money. There's a hole in the wall there. We were using those to sort out a train set yesterday. So this is where I keep all my sorting drawers. I've actually just harvested them from Acro Mills containers, and just reuse them. And I can always put them back in the containers. I have them stored in my garage if I ever want to use them again and not use these and find a better system to store parts, Lego set parts with. But for now, it works. So actually, and then this was actually the first thing I ever built, actually, before that wall. This whole section here, I just needed storage. It wasn't for BRICKLINK, it was just to store minifigure parts at that time. And eventually it took over, the BRICKLINK store took over there. So how I designed it, new parts end right here, 1,342 number drawer. So there's 1,342 drawers from there to the end. That's including the big and small together. And then I started my used parts here. And the way I pull orders is I get the new parts first, and then the used parts come second. So they're easily separated. There's no confusing, like when I pull stuff, I go fast. I don't want to mix them up, things like that. So that's how I designed it. So these are all used parts, and the used parts go all the way to there. Most of these drawers have parts. Actually, none of these down here do, and the bigger drawers, they end like right here, but everything else mostly does. So that at that point, this is a new expansion I did since the last video. I put these in. This is the used parts. This is where it's going to end down there. I don't know where it will go from there. When I did this expansion, I also put these Acro mills here, which you hardly ever see if you watch my other videos where I vlog and show how I do everything. These are here. So I started a head project where basically I took pictures of heads that are very common that you don't really know how to look them up, and taped them on there. I used sticky glossy photo paper, and then I have a lot of heads to sort. I haven't got to that point. I still have to, before I sort the heads, I really want to get more pictures here. I have to do the female heads and a couple others. and just get them ready for sorting. So that is that. And this section, I talked about, that was the first thing I ever put in, like cabinets, like with wood and stuff. I started out with just 1 or 2 acrylmills in this shelving unit. They fit perfectly in them. It's harder to get to the top drawers or pull them all the way out, but you know, like on some of them I don't even use them just because it's annoying. But the bigger drawers are easier to use. So basically, once I filled up the hose, I had to get more room, so that's why I put that in. And then once my BRICKLINK store started getting bigger, I turned that over to the BRICKLINK store, and then I use this for sorting just minifigure parts that I need to process. So there's just a massive amount of stuff that, like, just droid parts. I do go through the regular, you know, battle droids a lot, but there's just massive amounts of things that I don't have time for. But I found the secret to find more time is to stop buying it. So until I get through it, there's a lot of old pirates in there. My Star Wars section is kind of well, the droids here, and then it goes here. All this is Star Wars, and then from like down here it is the Luke and the Anakin and stuff like that. You know, you gotta have a Boba Fett drawer. There's no Cloud Cities in there, unfortunately. I used to have a Cloud City Boba Fett. He's gone. I do. People always ask, what do you collect? This is the only thing I really have in a collection. I have the Series 1 in the case. I did have about 6 or 7 like rare expensive Star Wars in there, and then I auctioned them off at Brick World Chicago this year on the Whatnot app. And that was one of the last times I did an auction there. Don't have time for it, doing everything else. So this is like all the Castle stuff, and then I sort Castle as well down here. And then this is my eBay store. There's 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those. These are eBay. And then new stuff down there. And then this section on this side of this floating wall, you call it, is all eBay stuff. These bigger drawers were meant for eBay, but I only got to number 5, and then my BRICKLINK store took over parts. So that's what happened to that. I still have a lot of empty drawers and a lot of room here that I haven't used yet. So with over 2,000 listings on eBay, it's starting to fill up. This is where I keep my stuff that's waiting for photographs from my eBay store. I'll be doing that later today. My photo box. The store's there. And then I did expand these shoe boxes. The shelf was here. But I was using this for just not personal, but just like storage of work stuff I accessed every day. So I moved those ones were there. I moved those up, and then moved the ones that were on that one up, and got more of these here. And then the top as well, there was just like storage stuff up there, so I moved what was here up there and then continued it down here. So this along with that were really the only changes I made in this since last video, and this. So these are tilt bins. I guess I get them at Harbor Freight for like $2 each, and I didn't know what to put here. I wanted to put acrylmills. I wanted something easier to access, and you can see clearly what is in there. So I went with these, and I really haven't done much with them yet. When I build minifigures that I have a quantity of, or I want to have access to them quickly for like eBay or Lego conventions, I'll throw them in here. There's no reason to have all these, 4 guys in one drawer sitting there with a bunch of other parts that just get in the way. We're looking for other stuff. So then I ended up using these for printed and stickered tiles, which I have to sort out here into there. And then my arm and hand factory. Here's all the heads. I recently got through a huge backlog of minifigure parts, and this is where this came in. I was not even using most of these, but this one had Shima in it, And another one had, the one at the top had Lego Movie, but this was up there with print tiles. So I got through those and I ripped off the labels. I don't need them anymore. So yeah, and there's still, see, obviously I gotta process Friends, Lord of the Rings stuff. There's Castle Space, Pirates, more Pirates over here, Ultra Agents. So it's just taking that day to get through that stuff. This is my computer I use just for BrickSync to sync up the BrickLink and Brickowl stores. These are eBay and BrickLink sets for sale. These are Lego sets I need to part out. So Black Friday deals were very good, and got more than I normally would get, I think. It's just I just focused all my resources on that. These are Lego sets waiting for parts. I got old space sets. Most of these just are missing 1 or 2 parts at this point. You know, there's some really good stuff in there. This is a black Spaceman set with the original box and everything inside. Just more stuff for sale. I labeled it eBay sets for sale. You know, there's really good stuff in there. BrickLink sets and instruction manuals for sale. And more sets for sale. Hey Google, play Max Saturn. See if it will. Anyway.
Here's a Spotify station featuring Max Saturn.
Oh, good. Anyway, that's these are the single sets I'm saving for conventions and things like that. Or not sure what to do. Accessories. Got lots of Lego accessories in here that need sorting. That's another job I gotta get done. This is just all shipping supplies. There, and there. So, they didn't even play Max Saturn. They don't even know who they are. Anyway, it's alright. It'll come on sooner or later. That is that. And then, so we're going back to the new parts down there. They continue up here and go all the way through down to drawer number 3592. Then it comes up to here, goes to the bottom of that row, back up, back down, back up, back down, and then over to this one, and all the way down to 4,616. From there, we go over on the other side of the eBay wall, on that side, the 17 numbers there. So all of this is basically full. There's just that one up in the corner that's turned around, and there's another one big one there. So I'm just really filling this place up. I've been parting out a lot of new sets. It's the most efficient way to get parts and value to your stores, parting out new sets. Used stuff. That tote is full of used bulk. That tote is full of used bulk. I have no idea if I will ever get to it. You know, my first priority would be to part out new sets. So anyway, I found extra room over here. Got 4 Acronym Hills of all large drawers because we're running out of them, and we have parts all the way up into 5,068. So we have 12 large ones free there. And then it goes, I had to take this over. I originally built this just for used part sorting, but once I got all these labels, if you look up the brickarchitect.com, you can get these labels. They're very nice, very handy. Once I realized I didn't need all the space, then I'm like, I need space for BrickLink. So we numbered up to 5,112. We actually have a couple parts in some of these at this point. Any of the bad parts, they get thrown in the ashtray. And well, there's no smoking down here, we don't do that. But then it'll get numbered, these 3 columns, and then it'll go down to this one after that. Those 3 get numbered. So I have some more large drawers available at some point. These are my slopes that I ended up taking this over for now. They'll end up getting moved, I think, to some of these up here, because I used these just for all slopes. There was enough big drawers because there's a lot of slopes with bigger, properties, and then there's a bunch of slopes mixed with some other things that need to be sorted out as well. So I just sort out how we sort it out. So my process for used parts is, like I said, it's not a priority, but when I go through bulk, minifig stuff, and there's parts in it, I'll come over here and sort them out. This is stuff like this that I recently went through that needs to be put away in here. So there should be a drawer for almost everything that you see on here. And what I do is once this gets full, like this is just about full, I can quickly enter that number, sort of by color, and enter the quantities for each color and put them for sale in BRICKLINK. So, see, it won't even close now. So yeah, that is pretty much it of the store. And we reached 500,000 parts this year. We reached our 10,000 order on BRICKLINK this year. Since I really started going hard on it in 2018, or actually we built the wall in 2018, so it's only been 3 solid years I've been selling. I had under 1,000 orders at the time of that wall being built. I was mostly selling minifigure parts from in 2017 and 2018, and not many of them. So just stuff waiting to be processed. I got this a few weeks ago. All these old castle sets. This is awesome, and can't wait to get to this. It's been here for 3 weeks now, so next week maybe. Next week, I don't know. We'll pull out our backlog real quick. I'm going to pull it out, but that is full of parts. That red one's full of parts, and that huge one down there is full of parts. And these are Lego sets I'm working through. These are mostly Lego sets and pieces we're going through. And then this is it for backlog right here. So I mean, I do not consider these huge tubs of Lego pieces backlog, because it's not a priority. I probably will not be sorting them myself. It's just how it is. I don't know. I mean, I would rather just bulk sell it off at some point once I get to it. Go through it one more time. Most of the stuff has been gone through once. But I don't know. I guess I'm not going to pull this stuff out because there's no reason to. You get the idea. There's about 1, 2, 3 decent sized totes full of backlog. And every week I've been trying to pull out 5 or 6 bags out of there. And there's actually one more. Oh, we have our ping pong net. We turn this into a ping pong table every winter. I usually have my standing desk, which is over there. My son's using it for school. So I usually put that at the end there during the summer months when we're not playing ping pong. We'd be outside more. Just more Lego sets that are going to be parted out. So this is what this is right here. These are 1, 2, 3. There's the numbers. 4 different Lego sets here, mostly friends, that are on this, and they're all sorted by color in this tray. And I'll go, color by color. Black's usually first because it comes first in the alphabet. And then I'll add them as used parts, add it to our store, and that's how you get a lot of lots in a day. So this is probably close to 300 lots, 250 probably for sure, different parts right here that I will manually enter. It takes me a good 90 minutes to put it away. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, along with, we got 8 Star Wars Advent calendars, and so on and so forth. So that is it for the tour. I think I missed stuff, but if you just look at the previous videos, the store tours, it'll be in a playlist, I believe. These are all my convention bins for Lego conventions. So this is used to have boxes of backlog back there, but we cleared that up this year and just have it only for Lego convention stuff. So bubble wrap, I guess you got to call that a collection. It's a display thing. It's taking up space that I could have put stuff there, but this is the Day of the Departed Ninjago from Toys R Us in Green Bay when they closed. Like that's just 3 Lego sets that are on display in there, all glued together. The lighting didn't work, so I'm not sure about that, but this is just storage stuff too. Animals, all horses, lots of horse stuff in there. Dinosaurs. You get the picture. Our sticker book. This is full of stickers that are for sale in our BRICKLINK store and some other things. Oh, and this is a new camera. I got this camera this year that I didn't have in the past. The world's tiniest poly bag. Dr. Wu. There it is. Here we go. And sadly I didn't get Detroit one this year, but we did all 5 Brick Worlds this year. Brick World 2022, that one there means it's the Chicago one. That's like their main thing. I guess I didn't even show off my clocks. There's Feng Sui. And then we have Boba Fett over there. This is my sidekick, Lloyd. He's keeps me in line, make sure I'm doing what I need to do every day. And there's Lloyd 2.0 when Lloyd number 1 doesn't function anymore. He takes over. Darth Vader, Yoda, Zane, Emmett, Darth Maul, Kai, Gregor, another Darth Vader, Wild Style Batman, Robin, Lord Vampire, Aaron. I want to get the blue Clay. I need Clay. They made one of him, but I never got him. But that's the more expensive one, I think. That one I paid like $30 for. So I don't know. I like the Nexonites. And there's more. Joker with this Chima claws. So that's it.